in week 1.
But the Texans were facing the LA Rams. We have so much upside as Texan fans. Like, we're still, kind of like keeping our heads a little like low but high, because we want to see how this offense does, how our offensive line does, because the Rams have a great defense with Jared Verse. They have just, their secondary is kind of the secondary where they're putting some stuff together, but I'm sure the Rams defense will still play their heart out as they usually do, with players, as I said before, like Jared Verse, winning Defensive Player of the Year. But with us playing the Rams, there's been so much news from Matthew Stafford dealing with his back injury. He didn't practice all offseason, even in training camp. And, out of nowhere, they said he's going to start week 1. So it's kind of like, I like Matthew Stafford. I love Matthew Stafford since his Detroit days. I don't want to hurt him more than he's already hurting as it is, because our defensive line is looking great, from Will Anderson to Daniil Hunter to Sheldon Rankins, Mario Edwards, with our linebacker core as well. And then on the backside of our defense, they already nicknamed themselves the kill zone. So I'm all like, I don't want Matthew Stafford to get killed. But it's one of these games where I feel if Texans offense doesn't come out as strong as we're hoping, it's gonna be a straight defensive game, which I don't mind, because those are the week 1 games you love to see, just straight defensive fighting for who's gonna win at the end of the game. But with our game, of course, I'm a predict and go with my Texans to win the game, and it's in LA, so it's gonna be a great game. Nick Caley, our OC, was just previously their tight end coach, so it's kind of like a coming back home type game for him too. So this will be a great game. D'Amico Ryans as well. D'Amico Ryans was the defense coordinator for the 49ers. 49ers and Rams for these past years, they had so many great rivalry games. So this is kind of like everybody coming back to LA to face McVay, and it's gonna be a great game from coaches to coach, players to players. It's gonna be a great competition. But like I said, I got the Texans winning. If I put a score, I'd say 20 to 14. 20 to 14.
Ooh, 20 to 14.
I think it'll come down to either some field goals won, clutch field goals won, or just a late touchdown to win the game. But overall, yeah, I got Houston taking over the LA Rams. From your perspective, though, as a Colts fan, how do you feel about that Houston and LA game?
I mean, it's gonna be a good game, right? The Rams, I think a lot of fans, even the media, tend to underestimate the Rams, and because they're the Rams, but they made the divisional round. I mean, don't forget, this was a team that was really close to beating the Philadelphia Eagles in February, right? So, or in January, excuse me. Yeah. But it's a really great team, a solid roster. You got really just the secondary has been building up. You got that front with Jared Verse, like you mentioned. I mean, the Rams are a solid team. Again, the question at hand is really just Matthew Stafford, right? Yeah. Is he going to be there? Is he going to be present? And I worry about that back injury. Yeah. If you're a quarterback going in with the back injury against a Texans defense that is known to be physical, is known to get to the quarterback really fast, right? Texans defense, even coming from a Colts fan, they're really good, right? What D'Amico Ryans has done with that defense is really good. The secondary's sharp, right? So Matthew Stafford, I mean, hopefully he can play, right? But there is a chance, right, that he doesn't, from what I've seen. I mean, he's been limited in participation. He hasn't been able to practice as much, especially in training camp, which is huge. But obviously he's a veteran. He's had plenty of experience. But he's missed a lot of time, which is really worrisome for Rams fans, I imagine. But just because of that, just because of the injury that Stafford has, I feel like that could linger on. But if he does get to play, Stafford has played through injuries before and made magic, right? He's gotten touchdowns. He's a clutch guy. He did it in Detroit a lot. So, I mean, Stafford's a really good quarterback. A ton of respect for Matthew Stafford. But I will say that when I look at the Texans matching up against the Rams, I have the Texans winning, right? And I think it'll be, since it's week 1, I think it'll be more on the lower scoring end. Yeah. But I do see this being